These real-life examples of California native plant gardens are going to amaze and astound you with their beauty. Come join us for a tour.
Welcome back to California Garden Goddess. Join me today as we tour 6 beautiful Southern California native gardens. Many of these gardens are planted mostly with California native plants. This tour is held every year, but this was the first year that there's actually been rain on the tour. So stay tuned for some beautiful native flower shots. Now, this was a unique chance to see more than 40 different gardens that mostly use California native plants. Now, this tour was hosted by the Theodore Payne Foundation, which is one of the best nurseries in Southern California to buy native plants. So today we're going to tour 3 different elementary schools that have mostly native plants, and we're also going to tour 3 private residences with native plants. So first we're going to start off with one of the largest gardens on the tour, and that's the Wallgrove Wildlands at Wallgrove Elementary.
What I really liked about Wallgrove Wildlands is that they let their chickens run a little bit wild, and I think that they actually help a little bit with the native plants once they're established. So this is a beautiful ceanothus or California lilac. This is the Yankee Point cultivar. It stays very low to the ground. Towards the end of this video, I'm going to show you another ceanothus that you'll probably be surprised if you see that first one. Now, I really liked continuing through the Wallgrove Wildlands. Like its name says, it's a little bit wild in places, but that's really good for nature in general, to let things go a little bit wild. The pollinators love that. And you're not going to see a bunch of pollinators out today because it's very chilly and cold and rainy. But I really like seeing the vegetable garden. Your native plant garden will also help your vegetable garden by drawing in beneficial insects, so it's always a good idea to keep the two close together like this.
Next up on the list is actually a gorgeous home located in Beverly Hills, where they terraced into the hillside to create a gorgeous native garden.
This is the Gottlieb Native Garden in Beverly Hills. It's one of the best places on the tour, absolutely beautiful, and it was about 99% native plants across an acre of a hillside in Beverly Hills. So this was a fantastic use of native plants, and I highly recommend it for a visit on the tour. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at all of these beautiful plants, and even a nice little song sparrow comes to visit.
Now, this next garden was also at an elementary school. This is the New Horizon Peace Garden. Now, I really like this garden because it was really designed to help students feel peace, at peace in the world and at peace with themselves. Now, this was a well done garden, and the best part of all were seeing the cute little animals in the corner of this garden.
The New Horizon Peace Garden is located in Pasadena, and it was started back in 2016. So you can see all of the progress that they've made over the years and how things have grown. I love that they had fountains and water features, so it was a really beautiful place to tour. Now, this garden is filled with a bunch of different kinds of sage. That's a California sagebush right there in front. That's probably the low-growing one, maybe the Canyon Gray. I have that at my house. And then that's a beautiful sage or salvia. I am actually not sure if that's native or not. It wasn't labeled, but that's lavender right there. So there were a mixture of different plants in this garden, not just native plants. And that's a really good way to incorporate native plants into an already existing landscape. Everything doesn't have to be native, that's fine. If only a few things are native, that's okay too, because it'll still help bring in native pollinators, and you'll also help bring in non-native pollinators. So you walk to the back of the garden, and in the corner, that's where the ducks get to hang out. I love ducks, so cute.
This next garden was brand new on the tour this year. It's called Casa Petrichor, the Laboratory.
So this beautiful garden is located in Altadena, and it is absolutely gorgeous. They did a great job of designing this native plant garden. And I also love the murals that you'll see on the wall every once in a while. Totally gorgeous and a great use of California native plants. So beautiful to see it on a rainy day.
This next garden was found at Washington Elementary, and it consisted of the most beautiful California poppies and other beautiful wildflowers.
Now, this elementary school, they had less space than that Grove Wildlands. They had about half the space for their garden, but they did a great job of packing a bunch of beautiful California native plants into a small area. Now, since it was created in 2019, it now helps local wildlife, student education, and the Pasadena community. So students are really starting to enjoy seeing all of the nature, all of the beauty that California native plants will bring to a space. Now, this is one of the most beautiful places to view native plants at this little garden at Washington Elementary in Pasadena.
This next garden was fittingly called the Pasadena Corner Garden, and it was gorgeous, full of beautiful California natives.
Now, I love seeing flowers in the rain, but if you didn't know, poppies do close up in the rain, so it wasn't as beautiful seeing the poppies as it normally would be, but it was still gorgeous to see all these raindrops on all of the beautiful plants. Now we're going to see, this is another California lilac. Remember that one we talked about earlier that was very low to the ground, the Yankee Point? This is another type of ceanothus. So as you can tell, they get really, really large. So make sure you pick the right cultivar for your garden based on where you live and your garden size.
Thank you so much for joining us on this tour, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.